My secret shattered with the wine glass. At the opulent Harrington estate, my daughter-in-law's voice cut through the glittering wedding gala. "This is Clara, our quaint little enigma." Olivia sneered to her high society parents, her jeweled bracelet grazing my wrist as 200 guests swiveled to stare at the 58-year-old widow in a muted lavender dress. My son's father-in-law, Edward Harrington, choked on his drink, his eyes narrowing with a flicker of recognition. If this grips you, hit subscribe. This tale of veiled wealth and deception is about to unravel. I'm Clara Winters, and for 14 years, I've perfected the art of being unseen, a skill now facing its ultimate test. My son, Ethan, fell for Olivia 10 months ago. We'd met thrice, stilted lunches where she pried into my humble life, suggesting I might need guidance for my retirement. The wedding was a spectacle on the Harrington's 60-acre Rhode Island estate, with a marble fountain courtyard and a ballroom dripping in crystal. Olivia swept down the aisle in a gown that could fund a startup, and Ethan glowed brighter than he had since his father's passing. I chose a lavender dress and my aunt's amethyst earrings, elegant, unassuming. True wealth doesn't flaunt. It lurks. The reception dazzled: oyster bars, a jazz ensemble, a dessert tower rivaling a sculpture. I sat at a corner table, watching Ethan spin Olivia when she approached with her parents. "Mother, father, meet Ethan's mom," she said, her voice dripping with false warmth. Then Edward's bombshell hit. "Clara Winters, you're the shadow behind the Harrington Ventures acquisition, aren't you?" The air thickened. My hidden empire was exposed. Wealth isn't always obvious. People expect private jets and couture, not a woman in a tasteful dress driving a hybrid sedan. My late husband, Henry, invented a software algorithm that transformed cloud computing efficiency. In 2014, we sold it for $15 million. Ethan, then 25, assumed it was a modest windfall for a quiet retirement. He didn't know it sparked a fortune. Henry and I invested shrewdly: AI startups, urban redevelopment, biotech. By his death in 2020, our portfolio hit $500 million. A year later, I acquired Harrington Ventures, Edward's sinking empire, through a veiled trust. His over-leveraged expansions nearly killed it, but I saw value. My management turned it profitable, and Edward never suspected I was his savior. His recognition at the reception cracked my facade. Olivia's confidence wavered, her eyes calculating. Her mother, Lillian, gripped her clutch, reassessing me. I deflected. "You're mistaken." But Edward's stare burned. The next morning, Ethan stormed my loft, distraught. "Olivia's dad claims you're a secret mogul, Mom. What's the truth?" My phone buzzed. "Olivia. Clara, lunch tomorrow? We should chat." I braced myself. The chessboard was set. Lunch was at a rooftop bistro, Olivia in a tailored jumpsuit radiating wealth. "Family assets should unite us," she said, sliding over a sleek proposal, a $30 million legacy fund, co-managed by family. Ethan looked stunned. I countered, showing a grainy photo from the Harrington Ventures deal, where I stood quietly among suits. "Curious omelereti, no?" Olivia's smile froze. She'd hired a corporate sleuth to trace my wealth. Ethan whispered, "Mom, is this real?" I consulted my advisor, Rachel Kim, who uncovered Olivia's moves. A PI firm, a lawyer versed in trust disputes and fresh loans betting on a windfall. She'd targeted Ethan as a financial play. Furious, I prepared my counterstrike. In my loft, I reviewed my empire, $500 million in ventures, patents, and renewables. Olivia wanted a slice, but she'd misjudged her opponent. The showdown was in Rachel's sleek office. Olivia, her parents, and their lawyer, Victor Klein, faced me and Ethan. "Clara's secrecy has destabilized our family," Klein charged. I retorted, "I revived your company, Edward. Without me, you'd be insolvent." Olivia pushed a trust plan, demanding shared control. I countered, $3 million one time, to exit our lives forever. Ethan gasped. "Mom, you're paying her off." "It's her move," I said. Olivia hesitated, her lawyer murmuring odds. Ethan asked, "Did you love me, Olivia?" Her silence screamed truth. At 11:55 a.m. the next day, she took the deal. Papers signed, she vanished. For months later, Ethan met Nora, a librarian who praised my grounded life. At dinner, he begged me to be just Clara, the mom who raised him to value grit and heart. I grinned.
Done.
But if she digs into our books, I'm unleashing. He chuckled, and the weight of years lifted. I wasn't invisible, just private, on my own terms.